Hey everybody, this is Hope, Mama Eagle, coming to you from the Eagle's Nest. I am the founder of Earth Wisdom Reiki, aka Shamanic Reiki, Ancestral Mediation. Um, just checking in on y'all. Apparently, there was an asteroid the size of the Pyramid of Giza that was set to possibly knock out communication or worse this morning, and because of all of us light workers that have been doing the work, it didn't. So, anybody that's been praying for a second chance to, I just heard a second chance to make a first impression, whatever that means, um, your wish has been granted. I was on the phone with one of my students this morning. Shout out to Mama Delphina. And the ancestors have just been on a kick lately. I don't even know how to describe it. They just, been cracking jokes left and right. I keep hearing the best is yet to come, sending signs that even a stubborn triple Aquarian like me cannot ignore. And other people can't ignore anymore either, which is hilarious. So we were on the phone this morning and we're talking, and all of a sudden, she's her twin flame is somebody that's actual royalty, whatever, right? And so we're talking, and all of a sudden, my guys are showing me this image of the divine masculines, because if you guys were watching my live feed on Sunday, right, quite a few of these divine masculines are actually finding the coconuts to not just dream and wish and pray and hope about leaving, these unhealthy karmic situations, whether it's a job or a partner or whatever it is, right? They're actually lacing up their Nikes and, they're just doing it. And, hump day, very funny. But makes me think of like Cajun country, right? Ain't nothing to it but to do it. So, all of a sudden we're sitting there talking, we're talking about past lives in Egypt and all this stuff, because Pyramid of Giza and this Lion's Gate that's opening has to do with the Sirius star. It's helping people not be so serious all the time. And all of a sudden I'm like, well, they just took their chariot back. She goes, they did what? And I said, the divine masculine is supposed to be large and in charge, right? They're supposed to be the one driving their chariot. And here's some, karmic bugaboo hops on, grabs the reins, is going at breakneck speed. The wheels are falling off, the whole thing. This poor divine masculine's holding on for dear life because he forgets it's his damn chariot. All he has to do is just, hip check that person and knock him clear off the chariot, grab the reins back, and either keep going in that direction or turn around and go back or go to the left or go to the right, wherever the heck he wants to go. It's his damn chariot, right? And she was dying. She's like, oh my God, that is so true. It's his damn chariot. And I said, exactly. I said, these poor divine masculines are out there, making money hand over fist, right? And, here's their little, Carmelata or Karmikas or whatever the heck you want to call them, with their hand out. It's like, yeah, you're the one out there making all the, putting in all the work like a workhorse, and they throw them a handful of hay at the end of the day and put them in the barn. And, it's sad. So she's like, well, they just took their chariot back. And I'm like, yep, they sure did. Because when one does it, hear the sirens, right? We're talking like urgent, I'm hearing recorrection of, what do you call it? Plot, plotting, trip planning, the whole thing. I'm also hearing the term triangulation, which is one of my divine masculine's favorite words, but it's not triangulation like trying to find something. It's not allowing themselves to be triangulated anymore. It's not playing the game. It's like, all right, cut, we're done for the day. I'm lacing up my Nikes like Vajra Mr. Rogers and getting the heck out of here, right? Following my true north, following my compass, whatever. So then we're cracking jokes. We're like, Well, yeah, it's it after that happens, they get their chariot back. It's almost like they got to go through this karma wash, right? And anyone who's ever been through one of those car washes where, you have to pull up and you got to make sure your windows are rolled up and can't get out the car, and some idiot always tries to get out the car, right? And or rolls their window down, and all of a sudden you've got all this soap and everything flying in the car, or some poor person is like so distracted they forget to roll their windows, and you're in there, looks like you're in the midst of the apocalypse, right? Because those whatever the heck that is going back and forth and back and forth, and there's all this rainbow foam all over the place, and it's just like the boop, the boop, the boop, the boop, and you close your eyes, I swear it sounds like you're in the midst of the apocalypse. And all of a sudden, if you let the darn car, get washed the way it's supposed to and keep going on the track, right? The what you call it lets you know when it's done. Beep, it stops, and then all of a sudden you see the air coming in because the car can't go out wet, so it's drying up. Not only karma wash, karma dry, fluff and fold, whatever the heck you want to call that, right? And then the car goes off the track and now it's ready to drive. So it's like we were dying because I'm like, exactly, that's what's happening. They're taking their damn chariot back, right? They're putting it through this ancient yet modern karma wash, and we just gotta wait till it's dry on the other side, hop in and go, right? So anyway, I don't know who needs to hear that message today, but I was sitting there and everybody's phones have been all on the fritz lately because of all the comet activity and solar flares and all that jazz. But I was in the middle of listening to one of my buddies on YouTube do a reading, and I started getting a download, my ears ringing. It's like, okay, I'll record this. Somebody needs to hear it. Somebody needs to laugh, Some poor divine masculine still needs to take his chariot back. And most of these divine masculines, a divine masculine is a pretty good-sized person, right? Normally. If not in physicality, in their spirit, right? It's nothing to hip check a karmic, they go flying off into the sand somewhere, land on their own zeke. You grab the reins back, most divine masculines are pretty good at knowing how to direct horses, etc. And, and off they go, running through the karma wash, pick up their divine feminine, be happier and more abundant than they've ever even dreamt of being, within a matter of seconds. So whoever needed to see this message that just is wrapping up at 7:47 on my counter, I'm telling you, somebody just hip checked that karmic. Somebody's putting their chariot through the karma wash and is going to be coming to see you. So clean your house, put some comfy blankets, whatever you gotta do, just get yourself ready. Piece the rest and best together. All right. I hope this helped y'all laugh. Whoever it's for, enjoy. If you want me to extend or expand on this, you can reach me via direct message on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, my website, infiniteblessings.godaddysites.com. However you're guided or inspired, if you're lucky enough to have my text message, there goes those darn sirens again, right? And you feel it's important enough, shoot me a text message. No use grinning and bear it when all you got to do is speak your piece. To piece the rest and best together for the highest good of Mother Earth and all her children with grace, ease, joy, and least effort. So, until then, namaste optimistic, and I'll talk with you later.